guys, Eric Garland here, doing another string demo today. Doing the LaBella Classic 54 Flatwound strings. Do you have a Jones for that very old Carol Kay or James Jamerson sound? Well, get the strings that they got. Some of the few strings that were available at the time, LaBella's, also the best known. And this was exactly the kind of string. These are not modern strings. These are the old kinds of strings that they used to have on Fender P basses, not unlike what I have, my trusty Fender Sting P bass here. They would put strings like this on, and this would be the tone that would come out. Or if you're Carol Kay, you get your pick. Very percussive. No slapping and popping allowed. You can do it, but how does that sound? So let's see. Now, as you know, in string demos, not a whole lot to discuss, but let's talk about playability and flexibility. Ha! These are bridge cables. These are bridge cables. These are why they came up with other types of strings. This is why LaBella has another type of string called low tension flexible flats. Because these are not low tension. These are extraordinarily high tension. They jump off the they jump off your bridge. They head about at a 40-degree angle up before finally agreeing to lay down onto the fretboard. James Jamerson apparently changed his every 12 years or so, decade or so. A billion records sold. He'd get some new bass strings. Apparently Carol Kay's deal was she would just walk over to the store every 2 years and get a new P bass with new strings on it. So, but these things are, there's not a lot of space for the finger grease to get in. There's not a lot of high-end. There's not a lot of high-end that you're gonna damage with finger funk. I think grease and finger funk might be good for these strings as they break in. These are not the first day I've had these either. These are kind of broken in. And, the playability is, well, you better be doing push-ups. I mean, these are, this is like these are your grandpa's strings. There was no Victor Wooten on these strings. There's nobody that could do that stuff. There were no O'Teal Burbridges playing this kind of instrument. There's kind of a reason you had to get to the Spectors and the Warwicks and the Foderas before you can do a lot of the cool fiddly stuff, because this is, your type of instrument. That's about as fancy as you can get. The tone is really nice, and the tone is super, judge for yourself on the track. The tone is very stable. Beautiful low end. The raps are nice and tight, so lows, mids, and highs come out equally well. If you've got particularly a P bass, and you're looking for that old school thud that's going to kick out in a mix, give these a shot. If you're doing anything more complex, and you're not in a Motown band, you're not playing in a blues band comprised entirely of people over the age of 70, maybe you should think about some more modern options, but for its thing, it's excellent. So, LaBella Classic 54 tape wound strings. Check them out.